Hello, welcome to my show. I have found another spot here. Thought you might enjoy it for a nice summer day in the Rockies. I just wanted to say a few things about uh, this virus that's making a second comeback, and I saw some questions. I actually think, no, not I'm thinking, I'm dowsing, there's nothing there. It's all part of the lockdown is to, it has a couple goals. One, for the reset of the economy for the bad guys. That's probably a way to do it. There's a couple opportunities we can go with the economy and our culture. And as we're approaching the election, we're sort of making the decision which way we're going to go. Though I think the timeline might be before then. And they want to make sure we go into this draconian big brother communist state. But it would be called something else. They're doing this for our benefit, but it's really bad for the personal freedom of every soul. And sci-fi have been written about this. So this is 1984. We're on every word is being changed to the definition to something else. And people who pray and things like that are a hindrance. They're a problem. And they're going to redefine everything. Now, doesn't mean they will succeed. This is what they want to do. I do douse, they fail. All right? But we have this battle. It's being thrown on our doorstep. And you will have to decide for yourself how you will respond. They'll be using words that will have a double meaning. And their definition, when I douse it, is Lucifer, satanic. Other things like the mask, when to wear it. I can see in my own area going through the town, the supermarket, more and more people are wearing the mask. And they haven't stopped me yet for not wearing a mask, but it's just a matter of time when you have these people enforcing the culture. And these people are probably paid to do that. And once it's an incremental process that will wake up with bars. So it's going to get worse. As I said before, it's going to be really strange. So in August, there's going to uptick in the violence. Yet it seems to be like at the Democratic convention. I wonder how that's going to play out. Are they going to have it? Are they going to have it just through that Zoom type lens, and all the people are there? I don't know. But if they do have it, it looks like violence for the Democrats. And I don't get it for the Republicans. It's going to be peaceful. Probably the Republicans will have a bigger barrier to prevent disruption. And this second virus is to shut down the conventions, even though they're about a month and a half away. This is what they want to do. Shut it down. And we are so overloaded with all this information, what they want to do. And I think we took a real bad turn with the Supreme Court voting for, I don't know what they voted for. I have to go read it. But it has to do with the tranny expression, the transgender. And if this gets a hold of our culture and goes too far, we're pretty much dead. We're going to go into this total Luciferian demonic timeline. But I get most people don't go on that timeline. All right, most of us are not going to go on that one. We're going to go. We're going to defeat this somehow, and hopefully Trump gets reelected. And as I said before, I don't know what he's doing. Visually, I don't like a lot of things that are happening optically. But it's just part of this, like, I have faith that he's doing the right thing. And hopefully he has the power he says he has, because visually it doesn't look like he has all that much power. He's being boxed in with this virus. And it's hard to believe we have so few airline flights going to Europe and going through the United States, and I don't know how we can go much further. As you remember, I dowsed last month, if we go past June 1st with the lockdown, it was going to take us about 7 years to recover. It made a huge jump. Now, a lot of states opened up their economy before then, you remember? And so here we are. They're trying to lock it down a second time, and I haven't really dowsed where we're at. But the longer we go, the more draconian it gets. And one of their goals is not only the new economy, the new political culture, and the new, they want to defeat Trump because he represents all that. He's like the last man standing. If they can't get rid of him, they don't get their whole wish list, which is everything in your life. It will be surveillance. They'll be watching everything they do. They already have it. I mean, I just assume, I'm not saying anything like I'm scared, like they're afraid. I know it has to do about faith. And faith is, when I went through that book, I was reading it the other day, all these secrets of the rich people, back in 1900. His name was Napoleon Hill. And Carnegie hired him to write this book, to go through all the different I'm trying to think here. I'm losing my concentration. Anyway, he wrote this book, and a lot of the chapters are really high. The book is like an 8 vibration. It's very high. The whole book. So there's good ideas on life to this day. It's 110 years later, and the book is still profound. And it's just like everybody stole this book and rewrote it and put their name on it, Reverend Patrick, Here's my book. No, but it's true. Everybody ripped off the book. And one of the things he said, there's a chapter on faith. And faith is really important for a successful life, and having faith to make big decisions. And here we are. We have to make big decisions. And faith is going to be a major proponent. And you just have to have faith. And don't worry so much. Worry is fear. All right? And don't forget, hope is a virtue. Faith is a virtue. These are all good things. Just keep your mind focused on that. The dowsing said we will come on it, but I don't know what about this economy. The more we go into it, when I initially did that measurement, how fast we will bounce back, and that was about 6 weeks ago we did it, you remember? And we would bounce back like 90% in 6 months or 8 months, something like that. And that's kind of like unbelievable because it's doing so much damage to the middle class. And the middle class opposes Lucifer. Middle class businesses opposes Lucifer because it's all individual freedom and expression. And, doing this the tranny thing is like, I have nothing against trannies or anything, but it's all been deception in Hollywood and the political sphere. These people are dressing up like women, these middle-aged men, and they dress up as women, and it's really big. It's really big, and part of this is the Luciferian concept. They need to trick you. They need to trick you. But your subconscious mind knows something's not quite right. It always goes ding, like that guy's not quite right. And you can go through it. Why do they want to trick you? Because they want to take your personal power. This is all, so all these problems people are having in their lives today, it's your power is being stolen. And we're just taking it all back. That's why, as a metaphor, Trump is important. And what he's doing behind the scene is important because it's going to allow our battles on the home front to clear up and be easier. And we can see who are the bad guys and who are the good guys. I wanted to talk more, but isn't this a very nice view? And this here is about, 70, 100 feet. And some of those peaks back there are about 14. And this is the time of the year everybody gets out and enjoys the Rockies. Thank you very much. I'll talk more and show more dowsing that I've done. And I have kind of the dreams. I don't want to talk about the dreams. I had one where I was in Atlanta during the night of the riot. It was very disturbing. And I was caught in a bad neighborhood in Atlanta that was on fire. And there's a group of people getting together and we're trying to get out. And it wasn't me. I was in the body of someone who was caught in the riots, and the buildings were on fire, cars were on fire, and I said, let's get together and let's go through this together. We can make it safely out of this area. And that's a bigger picture too, message too. So that probably was true. It was happening. And we picked up, I told everybody, grab a weapon, and I picked up a fire poke. And when I woke up, I understood it was actually happening. Many of the neighborhoods are going to start separating based on race, because that's what they're doing. They're pushing for this friction between the races. This will stop eventually, but the money people like CNN, MSNBC, the political figures like the Democratic Party, but they're also Republican, they're pushing racial friction, and all races have to cool their jets and just say, we just make it through this, because this is all artificial. It's artificial, it's fake, it's Luciferian, and this whole, double down, dowsing, with the face masks, the virus is coming back. I get the second hit, the second wave of the virus is 93% lie. All right, 93. So you can make what you want of it. I probably get the little message thing on there. Go to some expert on it. They're not the expert. Everything about the lockdown is one big lie. That's it. And that's from the highest dimensions. That's how the highest dimensions see this. It's all one big lie, and you just have to stay calm and stay centered and pray whatever you pray, and we will eventually get through this. It's just how much damage will be done at the end of the day. Okay, I have more questions and reflections, but thank you very much. Bye-bye.